Hi, welcome to Universal Interiors. I'm Leslie Inglestead.
I am Uni Fegley.
And we get to make treats today. One of our favorite things to do, isn't it?
It is.
And hopefully yours too. I sure appreciate a little bit of word and encouragement from y'all. Today we're making Simply chocolate chip cookies. And I know y'all have that recipe probably etched in your cooking book because most everybody loves chocolate chips. But in my cooking book, it's called Uncle Jack's. Handwritten because my precious uncle, John Downs, had a favorite recipe, and I have kind of made a whole lot of these. And so today we get to share it with you. And Eunice is my great little helper. So here we are. We start with a cup of brown sugar. Most of it will sound pretty familiar, I think. We're going to put in 3/4 a cup of each little color of sugar. That is the brown sugar, 3/4 cup, 3/4 cup. And we use organic sugars. Please try your best to do that. And it's so great how in our neighborhood you can find them all over the place.
It is getting easier.
It is. And it makes a big old difference when you use it. So I'm stirring up a cup of brown, 3/4 brown, 3/4 white, along with a cup of just softened butter, which I did that. So now we're going to get that first little stage going there. And then we're going to enter into the next little phase of chocolate chip cookie making. And that is you take 2 eggs. And of course you're going to slightly beat those eggs. I could have had you do that. I bet you're good at it.
How come you slightly beat them? Let's talk about that.
I think it's for cosmetic, because look how pretty it is.
Really?
No, it's not really the reason.
There's something to that.
There is. You really do need to beat
One of those
eggs.
grandmas are going to teach us
Yep,
something.
one day. If you know, let
It's
us
double
know.
strength.
Oh, okay. We are going to put in those 2 eggs a teaspoon, but she just let me know this real vanilla is a little stronger than most, so I'm just going to shoot a little less than a teaspoon in there. But this might be a key, y'all. This is a tablespoon of water. That's going to go in there. Now, some of you may wonder why I did that. Uncle Jack taught me to do this, but I do know where I used to live in Colorado that water was really helpful to keep it moist. So,
Really?
yeah, isn't that so
I've heard
fun?
of milk
Really?
that softens it.
Oh, that
But
could be
water's
good.
even better.
Isn't it? Pure and simple. There's my little helper. So now we're mixing all this up together. That's just the first couple stages. And then we're going to go with the flour and a little bit of baking soda. And that's what I've got pre-measured. So 1.5 cups of flour. It's a little less than some of you probably use, but that is because in this recipe, we're going to put in your traditional little bit of a soda. So we'll do about a teaspoon of baking soda. Sorry, some of you do this a little bit different than me, but I'm shooting for around a teaspoon. That's what we're working with. And just a wee bit of, and we're going to call it a pinch. Because y'all know that? A pinch is that much of salt. And we're going to mix that all up, aren't we? There it is. Flour, soda, and a little pinch. That's going to go in there next. And ta-da, one more precious one. You have any memories of chocolate chip cookies, Uni?
Ooh, my sister Amy is our chocolate chip lady girl. Hers are like super.
Does she put lots of good stuff in it, or just simple chocolates and chips?
No, it is just a simple recipe, but it is just. And
Well,
she's handed it down to a few of the sisters. I did not get.
You did not receive it.
I was the cleaner.
There you go.
Look, I'm even doing that now.
That's true.
I'm the cleaner, and usually I like to watch people cook. That's
Where
why
we're
it's
gifted,
just-
we just stay in it. You know what, honey bunch? I need that cup, one of the cups back. So in this recipe of my Uncle Jack's, he didn't use just flour, but he used oatmeal, okay? So we use about a cup of oatmeal. That is on a 3/4 cup, so I'm going to go a little heavier on that, and there it is. And that is oats. You can use quick, you can use instant, and we're going to mix that all up, and we're just about there in that perfect chocolate chip cookie recipe. I have tried a lot through the years, these other kind of cookies, and some of them say the perfect chocolate chip, and they
This
weren't
is it.
perfect. Uncle Jack's is perfect.
Really?
Yep.
Is it soft?
It's soft and it's just about right. Okay, here's another trick. Everybody differs a little bit on, in fact, we were just talking milk chocolate, some of us use semi-sweet. And today we are using organic, and it's got a little cocoa butter on it, semi-sweet though. So we're gonna use this one up, but Uni had a bar of dark chocolate. Godiva is what she pulled out. You can do different kinds of things. Like I will actually choose to do any kind of bar that I find. It depends upon Godiva's one. There's a few different, really, your favorites. Ghirardelli, right? People love that. So you can chop it up into little chips. It doesn't need to be perfect. So we're going to put a little bit more of that, and then a whole lot more of those chocolate chips. Here's a little suggestion for y'all. Some crazies out there might not like chocolate, because there's a few of you, like my son. So I pull out, before the chocolate chips go in, a little batter on the side, and then I make them cookies, chocolate chip cookies minus the chocolate. And it really works. And I just keep the dough in the fridge. This is kind of one of those staples like we have shared on the show before, making ice cream, monkey bars. No, they're not bars and they're not balls, they are monkey bread. That's the key. Those kind of favorites. Yeah, so you have these staples and that's what it is. So look at that.
You have a lot of staples.
We do.
You do. I would be like 2 weeks and I'd be done. Oh, core.
Core work. That's what we do. Every cooking show is core work, right? That's just part of it.
It's got to be.
So remember that. Okay, now they're about to go in the oven, and soon we'll be sharing with you. So here they are, fresh from the oven. I did about 350 is what I put it on, but I did a little something I just learned about, Eunice, and that is I went to about 8 minutes and I took them out of the oven, not quite done, and let them cool off just a little bit. I just learned this and I thought this is perfect time to share. I wasn't sure exactly what it was doing, but I think it finished them up pretty darn perfectly. So I believe what the reason is, so they don't bake up too fast, because I like it a little bit softer, but then still have a little crunch, right? Now, if you are as fortunate as the Fegley home is, you have a beautiful little platter where you can put these, so when your cute husband comes walking in the door, or your neighbor comes over for coffee and tea, they see it displayed so beautifully. That's what we're working on right now. My recipe, again, as I said, was called Uncle Jack's. The Downses raised 6 kids and out on Buffalo Lake, so they're neighborhood folk. And I don't think they ever, there's a lot of great people living out north. Anyways, I don't think they ever made to a pretty little place. But we are making it onto plates, and there's no kids around, so we're going to display it. But the Downses, I don't think it ever made it quite that far. But here it is, Uncle Jack's chocolate chip cookies. I sure hope you guys try it. I know people have favorites, but it's worth trying once in a while, something new.
Hey,
and again, oatmeal.
Tell me your favorite story about Uncle Jack.
Oh, Uncle Jack. He sends out Christmas cards that'll make you giggle each and every time. He is 80, almost 9 years old, and he knows the value of laughter. And he loves my father, and he talks about my dad having a good old story, because my dad's a very optimistic guy, and that's what Uncle Jack, I think that's why his many years on earth is because he's very full
still
of laughter.
alive.
Yes, lives
89.
there in Buffalo Lake. Yep. Knows how to laugh, and he keeps his mind very busy. That's another secret. Have a beautiful day. Enjoy your chocolate chips.